actually over at the exhibit hall here at ISDE 5, and we are with Pratish Shah of 3D Connection, and he has very graciously agreed to talk to us and also show us a little bit about the Space Navigator. And Pratish, can you tell us just a little bit in general about the products that you're featuring here?
Sure. Over here we're showing actually the Space Navigator product. That's a 3D mouse product from 3D Connection. And what the device does is it really lets you work in 3D space. So if you're working with apps like Google Earth or Microsoft Virtual Earth and you're flying around 3D worlds, these devices actually let you fly around, move left, move right, go up, down, tilt, pivot, and all that sort of thing, and do that in one simple motion.
Okay, and you mentioned, of course, Google Earth and Virtual Earth. What other virtual globes actually do you support right now?
Sure, we also support NASA Whirlwind. So Google Earth, Virtual Earth, and NASA Whirlwind is what we're shipping with today. But there's a whole host of other 3D applications outside of the geospatial space that we support as well.
Okay, and can maybe just show us a little bit?
Sure, most definitely.
All right.
Come back around this way so get a good view. Yeah.
Let me get out of the way of everyone.
So what we're showing over here is actually a Google Earth on the Mac, on the MacBook Pro. This was actually one of our most recent announcements that we made a few weeks ago, announcing Google Earth on the Mac. And this is the device here, Space Navigator. So you notice the device here does not replace your 2D mouse. So you use it in conjunction with your 2D mouse. This cap here is the functional portion of the Space Navigator product. So this cap here can be pulled up, pushed down, left, right, towards you, away from you, as well as tilt and pivot and twist. So doing those type of actions directly translates into a 3D interaction and motion in this application in Google Earth. So if I move the cap forward and I move it backwards, I move, north and south, I can move it left and right. And if I twist it, I rotate my view. If I push down in the cap, I zoom in towards the planet, pull up, and move up. So what this device really lets you do, if you're a Google Earth user or a Virtual Earth user, is it actually gives you the freedom to explore the 3D space a lot more than you can do with just the keyboard and mouse interactions.
All right, and there, of course, this product is available now, and if users want to get that, how much does it run, and where can they actually get it?
Sure. The device is available. It's shipping now, and the price point for home and education use is $59. For commercial use is $99, and it's available off various websites, Amazon.com, CDW, RE Store, etc.
Okay, and do you have any products coming up in the next year or so? Are you going to focus on the Space Navigator for now, or what else is 3D Connection up to?
Love to share a lot more information. You'll continuously see announcements from us in the coming year, but we're focusing on the Space Navigator 3D mouse product for the foreseeable future.
All right, well, thank you, Pratish.
Okay, thank you.
So we're now over at the NASA Whirlwind booth, and we're talking with Randy Kim. Hi, Randy.
Hi.
And Randy, a lot of our listeners already are familiar with Whirlwind, but for those who aren't, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so in this very exclusive club of 3D geospatial browsers out there, you got your Google Earth, you got your Virtual Earth, and those type of things. We wanted to make sure that we got NASA's perspective on things. And we have, at NASA, there's a wealth of all this satellite information. And we wanted to, in our case, actually put out an educational product at first that shows off this kind of information. So our take is this open source approach. And we have two releases, one of which is the .NET version, which has been out for quite a while. It's about 2 years old by now. And just recently, we released a Java-based version, or at least a software development kit for it. And so now we have essentially two products out there that anyone can actually use, leverage on their own, modify the heck out of it, and they're more than welcome to do so. And with the fun merits about open source is that if they make changes, they look good, well, they sometimes send it back to us and they say, well, that's a really great idea, we throw it into the next version and so on.
Right, and what are some of the base layers that you offer if they download Whirlwind?
Yeah, so all of the information, since we are a free product through and through, is that we depend heavily on public domain imagery. So anything that we show off can be redistributed in any way, shape, or form as public domain imagery. And so that comes in real handy for anything like weather stations, because they're always really worried about copyright issues and so on. We tend not to worry about that because we use anything from USGS data for aerial photography because they license it from other guys, but under their terms it is public domain and freely redistributable and so on. And so we try to pick up other sources. In the past we've done like animations that we've borrowed from, let's say, Naval Research Labs. They showed a weather plugin, or we made the weather plugin, but they released the data for free. And so we could download that, we play an animation on it. And so people have taken these plugins that we've developed, dissected them, customized them, and they released their own take. So let's say if you needed some extensibility a little bit beyond what maybe KML provides or these other alternatives out there, if they needed, the programming approach to things, they're more than welcome to try our stuff out.
Okay, and you can actually get into Whirlwind at all levels, so from beginning just downloading the viewer to actually developing. So where's the best one-stop resource to go ahead and get started?
Well, we got our website, which is, actually there's two websites that I mentioned, one of which is whirlwind.arc.nasa.gov. Try any search engine, just type in Whirlwind, it's a strange name, but it'll be the first link that you'll see. Right down the list, there's this really great site called whirlwindcentral.com, and now they're a separate group from NASA, but they are really great enthusiasts. So anything from plugins to data layers, they've done an incredible amount of work, and they've created this little website that archives all of this in one place. And so that, I would say, is one of the best places you can go to for Whirlwind information.
All right, well, I've used it myself, and I think it's great, so hopefully other people will download it. And thanks very much, Randy.
Thank you.